This truly is, I think, one of the best examples of community and diversity at Georgetown. All of our centers that support identity-based work are here to provide support for our students.
The Office of Student Equity and Inclusion unites the Center for Multicultural Equity and Access, Community Scholars Program, LGBTQ Resource Center, Women's Center, and the Disability Cultural Center. It brings together scholar practitioners who are invested in creating a community in diversity and caring for the whole student.
OSEI exists to serve students as they are. So when students come to us in the Women's Center, the Disability Cultural Center, they come to us as whole people. What our work in OSEI does is allow us to address them as all people.
To me, this is such a manifestation of how we believe in the individual identities of our students and seek out the spaces for intersectionality so that we can see how we thrive in community and in dimension with one another.
The work that we do in supporting our students, the work that we do in having expertise in equity and inclusion work is so integral and important not only to our success, our students' success, but how we give back to this community.
It is my hope that the students will recognize and feel a deep sense of ownership, a sense that their lived experiences and backgrounds will be celebrated here, that they will find community and build on new communities.
OSEI is inviting the Georgetown community to live out our values in creating a very inclusive, accessible home for our students, where they get to be their full selves and where we care for them as full humans, where we cultivate a community in diversity that allows for us to grow and learn with and from one another, and where we treat one another with the dignity that each of us have.
It really allows there to be a focal point, I think, around intersectionality, to be able to be next door to my colleagues and be in community and see our students interacting all together. It's really nice to see that the physical space has allowed us and really forced us to do that and be intentional about the work.
I think this space is really the first of its kind at Georgetown to really think about what are the values that guide our work and how does that take root in architecture.
The student space really comes with such light and openness that students can enter this space and come as they are and really will feel this energy that is going to be both supported but is also welcoming.
We invited students into every part of the planning process for this space. We really want this space to be for students and by students. I'm most excited about our sensory room. It features interactive light technology, bubble walls, textured walls. It also has carpet that is easy to roll on for anyone who uses a mobility device, in addition to being a place where students can come and recharge and get away from the often overstimulating environment.
This space specifically gives me a place where I feel welcome without having to assert myself and kind of prove that I belong.
To see this space is really important to me, and it means a lot because it just shows me like Georgetown is willing to do this.
Anybody can just come in here and meet a whole bunch of new people with different identities, and it just grows to create a more inclusive, supportive community.
I want our students to know how much we believe in them. This space was created for them to be seen and to be cherished by the university.
We can't say that we want students to be here who represent various backgrounds and identities without carving out clear space for them. And that's what this is.
We have in mind how we think students will use it, how we think clubs or student groups or classes or alumni will use it. But I think there will probably be ways that the community uses this space that we haven't even imagined. And I'm really excited to see what that is.
Getting to experience students in the space is so joyous. It reminds us of why we do this work and how important it is to make sure we are creating a community that is as accessible and inclusive as possible.